Hello everyone and welcome once again to the TrainAid HQ. My name is Nick and in today's video we are going to be looking at one of the most common questions we get asked here at TrainAid is what is TAQA? So we're going to be breaking this key term down and we're going to be answering some of the most common questions we get asked when inquiring about our different courses. So thank you for watching today's video. Please do like and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest news and alerts from the team. So let's get straight into the video and let's analyze what this key term means. TAQA stands for training, assessing and quality assurance as well. Okay, so if someone says, I am doing my TAQA qualification, that could mean one of three things. So they're either doing a training or a teaching qualification, an assessing qualification, or a quality assurance, otherwise known as an IQA qualification as well. Okay, so training, assessing, or quality assurance. So let's have a look in greater detail at this key term, TAQA. So TAQA is not a course or qualification. There are no level 3 or level 4 TAQA courses. TAQA represents a suite of qualifications. Okay, so TAQA is otherwise known as a suite of qualifications, and those qualifications are training, assessing, and quality assurance. Okay, so hopefully that is going to reassure you that this term TAQA just means one of three qualifications. Okay, if you gain a training, an assessing, and an IQA qualification, well, that really does open doors to different roles that you can go into. So that's why many people achieve, I guess, the TAQA, which is their suite of qualifications, a training, assessing, or an IQA qualification. So let's have a look at these qualifications in greater detail. Okay, so we have the TAQA at the top, that's our suite of qualifications, and the three different categories: training, assessing, and quality assurance. So let's have a look at our training courses first. So we have got the Level 3 Award in Education and Training, otherwise known as the Level 3 AET. This used to be known as the Petals qualification. We also have the Level 4 Certificate in Education and Training, otherwise known as the L4 CET, used to be known as the Kettles qualification, and the Level 5 Diploma in Teaching as well. So if you are interested in any of those courses, well, that can be one of your training or teaching qualifications. That could be one of your three that makes up the TAQA. Onto the assessing courses. Here at TrainAid, we deliver the CAVA course, which is the Level 3 Certificate in Assessing Vocational Achievement. That's the highest level of assessing. Or you can go into the other strands of assessing qualifications, which is the Level 3 AVRA, which is the award in assessing vocationally related achievement. We'll talk about more about those pathways later in the video. And we also have the Level 3 award in assessing competence in the work environment, otherwise known as the AQA course as well. Okay. And finally, we have got quality assurance. Now, there are two main qualifications here. We have the Level 4 award in the internal quality assurance of assessment processes and practices, otherwise known as the Level 4 IQA award. That's the main IQA qualification. And we also have the Level 4 certificate in leading the internal quality assurance of assessment processes and practice. In other words, the lead IQA qualification as well. So later on, as mentioned, we'll be looking at each of those different courses in turn and finding out a little bit more information about each. But as you can see, TAQA just means a suite of qualifications: training, assessing, and quality assurance. And you have the different categories as well. So you could, if you wanted to, achieve maybe your Level 3 award in education training, the CAVA assessing qualification, and the IQA, the award, and that is your TAQA. So it's completely up to you with which training, assessing, or quality assurance course you go for. And then if you get your 3, then you've got your TAQA, which means your suite of qualifications. So hopefully this is starting to reassure you and to make you aware of this key term in greater detail. Okay, now what we're just going to do is just going to have a look at our different courses that we offer here at TrainAid, and you can start to see which course is right for you. So our first category is our training or teaching qualifications. We have the level 3 awards in education training, the level 4 certificates in education and training, and finally the level 5 diploma in teaching as well. So let's have a look at the level 3 AET first. As we can see, the first qualification is the level 3 award in education and training. The qualification is accredited through Highfields, okay, Highfield qualifications. It's an accredited qualification, meaning it's yours for life. It does not expire. The assessment of this course is 3 written assignments and also 1 15-minute micro teach lesson. So you will need to deliver a 15-minute micro teach lesson, your choice of topic. Please do have a look at our website because we have our online self-paced courses. We have the webinar courses hosted on Zoom and also the classroom courses nationwide as well. Some of the most common questions about the level 3 award in education training: it takes most candidates 1 month to complete. You can sign up to the course straight away. You don't need to be working within a teaching role. Once you achieve the qualification, some of the typical careers that you can go on to embark on is by becoming perhaps a freelance trainer. So for example, a freelance first aid trainer. You can become an in-house trainer, perhaps within your company or organization, so you can be in charge of training, for example. You could also work within the further education establishments such as FE colleges, either part or full-time, of course. So it is a fantastic qualification, which is a great starting block to your teaching career. It really does open doors. And once again, you don't need to be in a teaching role in order to achieve this qualification. On to the next course that we offer here at TrainAid within our suite of training qualifications. We have the level 4 certificate in education and training. So this is a level 4 CET, used to be known as the Kettles qualification. This is much more of a robust teaching course. You will need to be working either part or full-time within a teaching role. So there is 6 written assignments to complete this qualification. You also need to log 30 teaching hours. You need to be observed 3 times by a qualified teacher. And you also need to produce a portfolio of teaching evidence. So the teaching evidence usually contains lesson plans, a scheme of work, evidence of your teaching resources, and also a teaching log showcasing your 30 teaching hours. As we can see, the awarding body once again is through Highfield qualifications. The average level 4 learner takes between 5 to 6 months to achieve their portfolio and to get signed off. And typical careers, so once again, you can be a freelance trainer, you can become a training manager within a company or your very own organization, and you could also be perhaps a full-time FE or college teacher or lecturer as well. So it's a much more robust teaching qualification here. So that is a level 4 qualification. Once again, you do need to be working within either a part or a full-time teaching role in order to access the level 4 teaching qualification. On to our final training or teaching qualification, we have the level 5 diploma in teaching, otherwise known as the DIT. The awarding body for this qualification is TQ UK, which is Training Qualifications UK. If you are interested in achieving this qualification, you need to log 250 hours of teaching practice. Within your portfolio, there'll be written assignments that you need to complete. You will, of course, need to showcase lesson plans, a scheme of work as part of your teaching evidence portfolio. And you also need to conduct 10 lesson observations. So you need to be observed by someone who's got a level 5 teaching qualification or higher, such as a PGCE. This qualification should not be taken on lightly. You need to have a minimum of 2 people within your organization who are going to be your mentors, typically a line manager, a subject specialist, and also a pastoral staff member, such as a pastoral director. The average time it takes to complete the level 5 DIT is 1 to 2 years. Once you have achieved this qualification, typical careers, well, you are a fully qualified teacher within further education and the college sector. You can, of course, become a teacher within the private training industry. Once again, a training manager could be one of those key roles that you go into within companies or organizations, delivering and organizing training for staff members. And this can also lead to QTLS as well. So the level 5 will grant you access for you to achieve your QTLS status as well. So that is a very good route to achieve QTLS. Now, those are our training qualifications. Now we're just going to discuss our assessing courses. So I guess this is part 2 within the TAQA suite of qualifications. As we can see here, there are 3 different types of assessing courses. The highest level is the level 3 certificate in assessing vocational achievement. That's the CAVA. You may go on to the award. So if you didn't want to achieve the full certificate, you could go onto the AVRA, which is the award in assessing vocationally related achievements, or you can go for the level 3 award in assessing competence in the work environment, otherwise known as the AQA as well. So we're going to have a look at those different types of courses. So once again, let's go for the CAVA, which is the highest level of assessing. Once again, the awarding body is Highfield Qualifications. The assessment of this course involves 1 written assignment, 4 workplace assessments carried out on 2 people. These could be actual learners or colleagues. You need to conduct 4 vocational assessments, once again, carried out on 2 learners. These could be colleagues, for example, and 1 observation and professional discussion. So basically, one of your 8 practical assessments must be observed by a qualified assessor, and a professional discussion must be organised with that qualified assessor as well. So what does the CAVA actually allow for you to do? Well, it allows for you to conduct assessments within the workplace, but also within a vocational, otherwise known as training setting as well. So it gives you free rein to conduct assessments both in the work environment, so perhaps seeing colleagues within their day-to-day working role, but to organise and to carry out assessments within a vocational or a training situation. Okay, so a practice situation or a mock assessment as well. So it allows for you to really conduct assessments in a range of different scenarios. The typical time to complete this qualification roughly is 1 to 3 months, but you can take as long as you need to achieve the qualification. In terms of typical careers, you can become an assessing manager within your company. You could become a freelance assessor, a remote marker, or even an in-house assessor as well. So it really does open doors into a range of different assessing careers. Now, the next qualification is the AVRA, which is the Award in Assessing Vocationally Related Achievement. So the award is, yes, it's a lower level down from the certificate. Okay, the name says it all. You have the certificate, which is the top, and then the award is just going down a little bit further. But it's still a fantastic qualification to gain. Now, in terms of the course assessment, there is one written assignment, there are 4 vocational assessments, 1 observation, and a professional discussion as well. Now, when we say 4 vocational assessments, you must carry these out on 2 people. These could be learners or they could be staff members. Vocational assessments are assessments which assess the knowledge of the candidate rather than their skills. So this can be an assessment which takes place within a controlled environment, such as an office or a training room as well. Furthermore, typical vocational assessments could be like a multiple choice test, a written assignment which has been marked by you, the assessor, as well. Those are the types of assessments we're looking at here for vocational. Once again, the typical time to complete the course is 1 to 3 months. That's the average time the learners take to complete this course. You can take as long as you need. Once again, the same careers can be obviously achieved. It could be an assessing manager, or you could be a freelance assessor as well. But please note, this qualification does not involve any workplace assessment. So if you do go for this, in the future, you will not be able to assess anyone within a working environment. So just something to be aware of there if you're opting for the AVRA. Now, the final qualification within our assessing suite, as you can see, is the Level 3 award in assessing competence in the work environment, so otherwise known as the TAQA for short. This involves 1 written assignment, 4 workplace assessments, 1 observation, and a professional discussion. So you carry out the written assignment first, understanding the principles of assessing. You'll then carry out 4 workplace assessments on 2 learners or colleagues as well. So you're seeing them within their day-to-day working role. Workplace assessments are observing the skills of candidates. So you're typically seeing your colleagues within their day-to-day role and writing an observation report on them as well. Now, in regards to the typical qualification time, most candidates, once again, take between 1 to 3 months to achieve the qualification. And in terms of careers, absolutely, you can become a freelance assessor, a remote marker, or an in-house assessor as well. But once again, please be aware, if you achieve the AQA, you cannot carry out assessments within a vocational or a training environment. Okay, now, those are our assessing qualifications, and hopefully this given you a good sort of insight into the training courses, assessing courses which are out there. We're now going to look at quality assurance, and there are 2 standout qualifications. There's the IQA qualification, which is the awards in the internal quality assurance of assessment processes and practices, the IQA course for short, and also the lead IQA qualification, which is the certificate in leading in the internal quality assurance of assessment processes and practices. So we call it the lead IQA course for short. Let's have a look at the IQA qualification. So once again, the awarding body is Highfield Qualifications. The qualification involves 1 written assignment, a portfolio of practical IQA evidence to showcase that you can monitor a minimum of 2 people who work within either a teaching, training, or an assessing role. So in other words, you need to observe 2 trainers, teachers, or assessors. These could be fellow colleagues who are teaching or assessing regularly. You also need to be observed by a qualified IQA, and a professional discussion needs to take place between yourself and the qualified IQA. Okay, so my advice, if you work within a training, an assessing, or a teaching environment, then it's just a matter of observing your two colleagues teach or assess and sampling their work, such as the marking of learner work as well. So within that portfolio of evidence, you need to showcase the skills of an IQA. In terms of the awarding body, once again, it's high field qualifications. The qualification is fully accredited, regulated by Ofqual, and it's yours for life. You'll never need to redo this qualification once achieved. In terms of the estimated course completion time, usually it's 1 to 3 months to achieve this. And typical careers, you could be an in-house IQA, a freelance IQA, or even a remote IQA as well. The final qualification is the lead IQA course. Now, once you have achieved your IQA qualification, you can then progress onto this bolt-on qualification, which is the lead IQA course. You cannot bypass the level 4 IQA award. You need to achieve that first in order to go on to the certificate, which is the lead IQA course. That's a very common misconception there. To achieve the lead IQA course, you must produce a portfolio of lead IQA evidence to showcase that you can monitor 2 IQAs. Okay, so that's very important that if you enroll onto this course, you need to have access to 2 IQAs. These could be 2 IQAs who work within your organization, for example. So not only do you need to produce a portfolio of evidence to show that you can mentor and monitor these 2 IQAs, an IQA observation and professional discussion must take place. So a lead IQA must observe you to sign off your portfolio, and a professional discussion must be completed with a qualified lead IQA. This bolt-on unit usually takes 1 month to achieve. Once again, the awarding body is Highfield. And typical careers, well, you can become a lead IQA, a freelance lead IQA. It's a great platform for going into EQA roles as well. So my advice is to embark on this qualification once you have achieved your IQA course. Now, that is the end of our video. We've established the key term of TAQA. Remember, it's a suite of qualifications. It's not an actual course. It means training, assessing, and quality assurance. And we've discussed our different courses that we offer here at TrainAid and what courses are out there in the actual training world as well. So do have a look at those different courses. Hopefully, this video has been useful. Please review our blog on this for more information. If you're unsure about anything, please do get in contact with us, and please watch our latest videos on the channel and also catch us for the latest news on Instagram as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Nick Chadwick. Lovely to see you all today, and we hope to see you on one of our courses. Take care. Bye for now.